If you're into killing trees behind the bear, stick with the 10 mm. If you want enough penetration but a 5 caliber bigger hole, go with the 45. I want to talk to you more about the 45 ACP for use on bears. That seems to be the big thing in America, and with some validity, it is a big thing. So I want to talk to you about the 45 ACP plus P, or the 45 Super, or the 460 Roland for use on large bears or small bears. A small one can kill you just as fast as a large one, versus the 10 millimeter. So starting out on this topic, let's assume proper ammunition for both. Let's assume the heaviest possible hard cast bullets that you can use in both, and they're properly hard cast. Let's just assume that to keep all things equal. I have shot our 45, the item number is 45-255. It's a 45 ACP plus P with a 255 grain flat-nosed hard cast bullet. I've shot it right through both shoulders on a black bear, right through the shoulder bones. It penetrates plenty deep. Will our 220 grain hard cast 10 mm out penetrate it? It will. If you're into killing trees behind the bear, stick with the 10 mm. If you want enough penetration but a 5 caliber bigger hole, go with the 45. There's other benefits to the 45 as well. And if you want to see another time that I talk about this, go to our live videos. The oldest one, we filmed it from Africa before we had good Wi-Fi here, so it gets garbled. Stick with it, and there will be more information in it. Now, the 45 ACP being short and fat, there are some advantages to short and fat. Most people don't think there are, but there are. Short and fat means it cycles very reliably. The 10 mm is longer and thinner. The 10 mm is, it's not really that much of an issue because a tuned 10 mm is very reliable. But an untuned 45 is pretty reliable. And if you want to really have ultra reliability, go with the 45. Now, our 45 ACP plus P load that I told you I've shot through both shoulders on a bear, if you shoot it from a 5-inch 1911, and all barrel internals from different manufacturing eras are all different, but you should get around 950 feet a second. We advertise it at 925 feet a second. And I've seen some guns that run it as fast as 975 feet a second with 5-inch barrels. The 45 Super was introduced by Ace Hindman 35 years ago, and I had him build two 45s for me. So I still have them. I still use them. The 45 Super is simply a 45 ACP case with more powder in it. And we make that same 255 grain bullet. We load it in 45 Super. I think it's running 1,050 feet a second. I want to say, I'm in Africa. I don't have any of my paperwork or bookwork here. Thank goodness. I'm trying to get a break from all that. The 45 Super, and I don't know who's building them now. Ace Hindman died long ago. His son Gary was doing it for a while, doing 45 Super conversions. A lot of people just buy 45 Super ammo and shoot it in their stock 45 ACP, which is not advisable. I've never heard of anybody blowing up a gun, because you won't do that probably, but you can batter the gun and, wear it out rather quickly. It needs to have a few modifications done to it. Don't ask me, I'm not a gunsmith. I have professionals do mine. I'm an expert on ammunition and bullets. When it comes to gunsmithing, I am not. But if somebody out there isn't busy doing 45 super conversions on Glocks and Springfields and, you know, any kind of 1911, any of the modern pistols, you're missing out. There's a huge market for them. And it makes, I can't say it makes a huge difference getting another 125 feet a second more than you get with the 45 ACP plus P. But when you're in a charge or in an attack situation, mo is better. It just is. More is a good thing. Now, the 460 Roland is a 45 ACP case that is lengthened by, I think, 100,000ths of an inch. We also make ammo for it. And I have two 1911 conversions that were actually done by Johnny Roland before I think Johnny passed on long ago. If he didn't, he's been out of business for a long time. I have another one that was done for my wife, and it was done on a Springfield XD with a custom barrel put in so that, you know, you can shoot suppressed if you want. That runs the 255 grain hard cast bullet, I believe, at a tad over 1125, 1150 feet per second. And it's truly a Magnum 45 housed in a packable, carryable, lightweight gun. If you get one of the polymer framed guns, it's super lightweight. Those are also options. Now, again, I'm going to say, like I said in the last video we did on the 10mm versus the 45, I am not knocking the 10mm. It's our #1 seller in the company. Our 220 grain is the #1 seller. Our next biggest seller is the 190 grain mono metal dangerous game load. And our next best seller after that is also a 10mm, but it uses an expanding bullet. I'm not knocking the 10mm. Most of the Alaska State Troopers carry them in their Glock Model 20s. They've killed numerous moose, numerous grizzlies with the 10mm, so it works. I'm just saying there are things that work better in the same size pistol that are more reliable, and you give up nothing and gain a lot. Anytime you can make a hole through a charging animal that is 5 calibers bigger, the 10mm is 40 caliber, the 45 is .451 caliber. A caliber is 1/100th of an inch. I had somebody try to school me on that the other day, like, duh? Really? I've been making millions of rounds of ammo a year and I don't know what a caliber is? So 5 calibers bigger is huge. Anyway, folks, appreciate your time, and I hope this is of some benefit to you. And may God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.